Hey, good afternoon. It is a little before 6 o'clock. I just started up a motorbike. I'm going over to meet a subscriber who came into town, wanted to buy me a beer. That's cool. I'm always up for meeting a new subscriber. I think he might be outside the condo, though. 99% of the time they come in. Sometimes they sit out front. So let me go take a peek, head over to O'Shea's, and grab a quick beer. And my motorbike actually canceled on me. That was a little unusual, and then it said a 7-minute wait, so I just jumped on the 10-baht bike right near my condo, just to race me down to the BTS, and then I'll just walk across the street. John Quixote massage. Yeah, man, thank you. All right, couple club. See ya. And there's the Prom-Pong BTS. Yeah, I could have waited for that other bike, but we'd still have to deal with this traffic. But for 10 baht, saves me about 5 minutes of walking in the jeans. I know, first world problems. But hey, I'm a Southern California guy. This weather is no joke, and this is the hottest time of the year. So I'm going to put the camera down, run across the train station to the other side of the street, meet my new buddy at O'Shea's. I know I'm kind of a broken record with O'Shea's all the time, but it is a really nice place. I know most of the staff, the manager, Max. Well, I think he manages the Royal Oak, and same owner, Royal Oak, O'Shea's. What else? P.G. O'Brien's up near the W District, and Shenanigans over in the old Patpong night market area. 9 out of 10 times I'll just make this entire 1 mile, whatever it is, 1 kilometer walk. But you really need to pick your spots when it's 100 degrees and 90% humidity. Yeah, just pay the 10 baht, make your life a little easier, get where you're going, not drenched in sweat, and walk it off the other 8-9 months of the year. Here's the Fancy M Quartier Mall. They have Scape nightclub and Flamenco salsa club, or salsa like, up on the upper floors, maybe the 10th floor. So a bit of a rooftop lookout. They're really popular, especially Flamenco. Ordering a taxi, a Bolt car, it's cheap, but even on just a regular Sunday afternoon, you're gonna deal with traffic. Right as you turn down Sukhumvit Soi 33.5, that's the O'Shea's, just down on the right. And right here is another good place, the Robin Hood. I think the Chinese Dragon's making its rounds. Good night here at O'Shea's. My buddy Chris is here, and my new friend Will from South Carolina. New buddy Will just showed up. We're having a cocktail here at O'Shea's from South Carolina. Thinking about moving over, little exploratory run. Yeah, loving Bangkok so much so far. It's a great city. Hey, thanks for the beer. So I've met my buddy Romeo from Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Here in Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah, cheers to you. Wait, put them up.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're here at O'Shea's in Prom-Pong. He was running around en route, and I told him to come up here and have a proper cocktail. They got the Arsenal game on in the background, so we're probably the only ones not watching the game.
49ers, baby. 49er faithful.
49ers. Nah, I'm a Chargers man. Come on. Although my Chargers,
I like Jim Harbaugh.
my Chargers left San Diego. I'm a Dan Fouts man. You're too young for Dan Fouts, huh? Back in the day, Kellen Winslow. Yeah, having a cocktail. Good to meet you, man. Thanks for coming out.
You too, Joe.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm almost home. Had a great night hanging out with some new friends. Romeo from Las Vegas. Yeah, Chris, he's living in Texas. And who else showed up? Will, he's living down in South Carolina. Great time. Yeah, I was shooting my mouth off a couple of beers in, maybe a little too loud. And shoot, what's the name of the guy? He's from Nottingham. He came up and said, "Hey man, are you Joe, Eager Expat?" And that's just kind of a trip to me that somebody on the other side of the world is watching my videos and came to O'Shea's because I told them it was a nice bar, a nice place to watch the game. So we watched, who was it? Nottingham Forest, is that a team? I'm not a Premier League guy, against Arsenal. Had some chicken wings and some fries. Good times. Hey, so that was a good time last night. And like I said, if you're coming into town, shoot me a comment. We'll meet up. And maybe a group of people meet up down at O'Shea's, anywhere around the Prompong, Nana, Ekamai area. Yeah, it's easier to make these moves and visa paperwork and all. Learn from others' mistakes, mine, other people. I mean, you can do it on your own, but why do that? You know, learn from other people's mistakes. But anyhow, just drop a comment, and if I'm in town, and I'm in town 80% of the time, I do like to travel, but it's usually for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm back. So if you're over here for a couple of weeks, yeah, for sure we can get together at some point. Anyways, I wanted to talk to a smaller group of people. Myself, I'm a retired federal worker. I know there are cops or firefighters I've met over here that also carry Blue Cross or different types of insurance that work worldwide. So I'm talking to that group. I am at Bumrungrad Hospital over in the Nana area, world-class facility. I think the King of Thailand was in there, and Obama went to visit him. So it's a world-class hospital, really nice. I have no complaints. There are a couple of stumbling blocks with GOBs, Guarantee of Benefits. Now that is an in-network approved hospital, just like Scripps Hospital in San Diego is an in-network Blue Cross hospital. Now, I was always a Kaiser guy, and Kaiser, if you're not familiar, maybe you're from the UK or whatever, is an HMO. It's kind of a one-stop shop medical. You just pay the copay, you go there, and it's cut and dry. Pay $20 to see the doctor, pay $10 for the pharmacy, that kind of thing. It's not a lot of surprises. Other insurances, like what I have now, Blue Cross, it's kind of go to any doctor you want. If it's in network, it's this price. If it's out of network, it costs a little bit more. And there's always things that come up. I mean, you think you know what you're paying, but then you'll get a bill for $100 2 months later because the doctor billed it one way and insurance paid it another. So that's how it works over here. But do yourself a favor. Pick a hospital. I like Bumrungrad. Other people, my buddy John has had good luck with Bangkok Hospital. They're another world-class hospital. There's also Samiti J. And Med Park maybe. There's a bunch of really good hospitals in town. But get one that is pre-approved with your insurance. And before I came over, I was pretty sure I was going to Bumrungrad, but I talked to Blue Cross, and off the top of my head, they said, I think all those hospitals I mentioned are in-network Blue Cross hospitals. And what that means is if you have the time, you call the hospital or you call, in my case, Blue Cross. And not to complicate matters, there's a separate place called GMMI that does the billing for Blue Cross and international work. But whatever, you call your insurance or you call Bumrungrad and you say, I need to go to the dermatologist, get a pre-cancer screening, check me over. How it will work in a perfect world is you make that call, and 90% of the time you could do it at 8 in the morning, make that call, and by 8:30 in the morning, you're going to have a guarantee of benefit. They pretty much are on call 24 hours. But it happened to me the other day. I got a little lazy and I went to see the urologist, and I did not get a guarantee of benefit. I went in early. My appointment was at 11. I went in at 8 in the morning to the insurance office and said, hey, call Blue Cross. Please get my guarantee of benefit. I'm going to go see the doctor, and by the time I'm done with him and labs and on, it'll be 2:30 in the afternoon. The guarantee of benefit will be here, and no big deal. Well, it didn't come through for whatever reason. So they made me pay the entire bill cash, which was 12,000 something baht, $350. And they said, when the guarantee of benefit arrives, come back and we will credit your credit card back. I used a U.S. credit card. So a little bit of a hassle. It's much easier to have the guarantee of benefit in place, which says it's $40 US to see the doctor. And oh, by the way, if you have US insurance and you have, say, a $40 copay to see a specialist doctor, that is what you'll pay in Bangkok. Even if the doctor only charges $100, you still pay $40 US because your insurance follows you. So again, a little bit of dry insurance talk, and I know it maybe covers 5% of people that watch this channel, but it's kind of important. When people do ask me, about cell phones, about this, about that, none of that is complicated. The insurance, if you're trying to use U.S. insurance over here, I won't say it's complicated, but there's definitely a learning curve. So please shoot me any comments if you're a federal person or a whoever, firefighter that has Blue Cross. I don't know anything about Aetna or Cigna or any of those plans. I assume they work the same way. Get an in-network hospital and get a guarantee of benefit. Just the key thing to remember is your insurance follows you. They'll keep saying that, the insurance people, over and over. It doesn't make a lot of sense when you, say, go to a emergency room visit in San Diego and it might be a $5,000 visit and you have, I don't know, a $100 copay, $150 copay. Well, over here, you still have that same copay, $100, even though the visit might be a $250 bill. It didn't make sense to me at first until some lady just drove it into my head. You have U.S. insurance. These are the copays. We don't care if you go to the hospital in Bangkok or you go to Harvard Medical Center. It is what it is. I've mentioned it before, but what I would suggest to do is, in the case of Blue Cross, let's say that's all I have, that's all I know, don't talk to the Blue Cross customer service. Ask to talk to the representative. In this case, it's a company called GMMI, or there's another one, Geo Blue. It gets complicated. Or maybe it switched from GMMI to Geo Blue. Basically, these large companies, they don't want to deal with an international hospital, on and on. So there's certain companies that specialize in, you need a doctor in Tokyo. Oh, today you need one in Bangkok. Tomorrow you need one in Australia. Well, we'll take care of all of that. So you need to find out who your insurance uses, if it's Aetna, Cigna, whoever. It might be they all use the same large company. I don't know. They're very professional. You get a hold of them and they say, oh, yeah, we talked to Bumrungrad in Bangkok. Personally, I talk to them at least once a week. It's a very popular hospital with expats because it's a nice facility. And that brings up another point. My insurance, I might as well go to one of the best hospitals in town, if it's Bangkok Hospital, Bumrungrad, whatever it is. Because if I were to go to the local county hospital, sometimes my copay may be more than the actual bill, if that makes sense. You could have a $100 emergency room copay and it was a $99 visit. So you might as well go to the finest facility. If they're charging $500, $600 for an emergency room visit, that's where you want to go with a $100 copay. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and there'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later.